All right, on this video, we're talking about skipping those monthly mortgage payments, and the term is forbearance. What are the best things that you can do if you just can't make your monthly mortgage payment? So on this video, I'm joined by my local mortgage professional, and we're gonna deep dive into the forbearance and all your options on this video. Stay tuned. What's up, everybody? I'm Rob Wosner, a local realtor here in Southwest Florida. And if this is your first time to my channel and you want to know everything about eating, sleeping, working, playing, the real estate market, and forbearance in the Southwest Florida area, well, this is the channel you need to subscribe to. So click the subscribe button and tap the bell so you're notified the next time I drop a video. I have so many people from across the country and around the world reaching out to me looking to buy, sell, invest, and relocate here to Southwest Florida, and I absolutely love it. So if you're even thinking about making the move here to Southwest Florida, well, you got to take the first step. Give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, send me a Facebook message, however you want to get in touch with me. I have the systems and processes dialed down to make this process as smooth and easy as possible. And I have your back when buying or selling property here in Southwest Florida. All right, so I've wanted to do this video for a really long time. I'm getting tons of calls about it, and something that's been discussed a lot in the news. You hear it all the time. So Louis, let's get rolling. What is forbearance? What does it mean?
Well, Rob, forbearance is a short-term stay on your mortgage payments. Generally, it comes into play if there's some sort of natural disaster, some sort of calamity in general that creates a financial hardship for a mass of people. It allows for them to reach out to their mortgage servicer and discuss options of putting off mortgage payments for a temporary time frame to help them through that financial burdened time. Okay,
so let's really emphasize this. And I know you can't speak for all mortgage servicers and companies out there and the programs, but when you come back, like after you can't skip a month, you just pick up where you left off. Is the payment the same? Does the amount increase? What happens?
That's a great question. And I think that's where a lot of misinformation or lack of information is happening right now amongst the populace here in the country. Okay. I think people really need to take the time to understand the ins and outs of the forbearance agreement if they are looking to take advantage of that. Because what happens in that agreement is, that it's either going to be 3 or 6 months in most cases where the person would not have to make a mortgage payment. What happens on that 4th month is not only is that 4th month mortgage payment due, but the previous 3 that were put off are also due at the same time. Okay. So, a lot of people don't realize that they're going to have a big lump sum that's due and payable at the very end of that forbearance term. Unfortunately, many loan servicers aren't explaining that to the homeowners in great detail. They're making it very easy for people to get into the plan and not doing a great job, I would say, of educating people of what they can expect when they're coming out of it. Okay,
so quick question. So let's say I have, 100 payments left on my loan. Is there a way maybe we can make it 101, 102? How does that work?
Yeah, that's also a great question. And generally, what happens is if somebody goes through the forbearance plan and they don't have the ability to bring the loan current at that time, the mortgage servicer is going to, at that point, try and work out another option. If it's an extension of the forbearance or if it's modifying the loan. So in a loan modification, they could take whatever outstanding balance was due in previous payments, put it onto the balance of the loan, and then re-amortize it, start a new loan. And that's really the only way to avoid the big lump sum payment. When they say that you can defer payments, the mortgage note contract doesn't give the servicer the ability to just defer payments. It's either, you have to bring it due within a certain time frame or remodify the whole loan.
So it's different than like credit card debt.
It's very different.
Have a little bit more flexibility, right?
Absolutely, yeah. When you have your other type of consumer financing, credit cards, auto loans, recreational vehicle loans, like you said, they have a lot of flexibility and they're able to defer payments based on just a phone call, but not with your mortgage. It's going to be a little bit different.
All right. So if I think this is a good thing for me, does it hurt my credit, like going forward, or how does it affect me?
So there are policies in place where the creditor is not supposed to report you as late. And that's across the board, from my understanding, not just with mortgage companies, but also with credit card companies, any auto loans, any type of consumer loan. If the hardship is due to COVID, then there cannot be any negative reporting during that time frame. Will it negatively impact you? I think that's the big question, and there's some information to be discussed around that. We can touch on it briefly, and what that is if you were a homeowner and say you were looking to sell your house in the very near future and you wanted to qualify for the next property. If you had entered into a forbearance agreement at any point in the last 12 months, it's now the understanding that there is going to be a negative impact when you're trying to get the new mortgage. That, if you went through a complete forbearance plan, you would have to wait at least 3 months before a conventional mortgage company would consider you for a new mortgage. So there's a time waiting period there if you've gone through forbearance at any point in the last 12 months. So this is something that's just come out last week, and it's new information, but it's something to consider. Somebody has an idea of, hey, I need to get a mortgage in the very near future, whether it's to buy another house after I sell this one, or if it's to refinance and take advantage of these really, really low rates. Somebody's looking to do that in the very near future.
Yeah.
Into a forbearance could be a problem.
All right. So if I can't make my payment, I guess I shouldn't just not pay my mortgage, right? Like I need to, what should I do right away? Like if I'm stuck, like, oh my God, like my unemployment didn't come through or my job's not there. Mm-hmm. I just can't skip my payment, right? Like I can't just wait for them to call me and then I say, oh, I want this forbearance, right? Like I got to work that out.
Exactly. Yeah. You definitely don't want to just sit on your hands and do nothing. Okay. You really want to be proactive. Servicers want to work with people who are experiencing a financial hardship. But they don't have the capacity to make sure that they're reaching out to each and every person to see if they're okay. So, if you are, or anyone might be in a financial hardship out there in viewer land, best thing you can do, reach out to your loan servicer, the person you make your mortgage payment to, immediately. And they have the policies and procedures in place to take care of you and help you through this trying time. You do have to mention that your financial hardship is due to COVID. So you want to make sure that you mention that.
That's important.
To them. Very important. Yep. And but the bigger point, like you said, Rob, is you want to be proactive. You want to reach out. You want to give them a call. Okay.
So obviously we can't cover everything, and people are going to have tons of questions. So what do people do? What do people do? If they got more questions and want more guidance or anything, can you provide some guidance for people before they make that phone call, or can you help some people?
Yeah, between the two of us, we've got enough knowledge to where, if people have questions, they can reach out to either you or I.
Okay.
And, we can help them review, any type of agreement that maybe their loan servicer is providing to them prior to them agreeing to go into a forbearance plan. Mm-hmm. We may help them understand. But certainly, my contact information is right there. You get your contact information. And, I spent 14 years with the big banks, right? And years with one, 7 years with another, right on the front lines. And through the housing crisis, we had a lot of people walk into the banks asking for help with their mortgage payments and so forth. So from that perspective, I've got a lot of inside information that might be helpful to some people. So
Awesome.
Please don't hesitate to reach out.
Great. So Louis, I just want to thank you so much for taking the time and shooting this video with us and getting this information out to the public. And I just really appreciate your time. I know you do a great job. We do a lot of business together, and I just really appreciate you taking the time out of your day to help me out today. Thank you so much for watching this video about forbearance. Again, if you need any more questions answered, please reach out to me, give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, send me a Facebook message. Reach out to my buddy Lou Ferris over at Dockside Mortgage here in Naples, Florida, and both of us will be able to answer your question. And like I said, I'm a local realtor who shoots a ton of videos about everything happening here in Southwest Florida. So check out some of my other videos that I think you might enjoy, and don't forget, click the subscribe button, tap the bell so you're notified every time I drop a video. And until my next video, I'll catch you later.